Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably.
And welcome to Game 1 for Riverton Wolverines boys basketball here on KTAK. We are live at the Riverton Regional. We're going to have reminder that there is no video tonight, as it is not allowed by WYSSA. We're sorry to be joining you so late. Kevin Shields along with Travis. Tell people hi, Travis.
Hey guys, good to have you back. We had a fun girls game and we're back at it again tonight.
Well, unfortunately, like I said, no video allowed here as there is a contract involved, so it's audio only tonight. We're going to be skipping right, basically. That's the Bailey Spire and Auto pregame show. The starters are Vincent, Paxton, Lane, Johnson, and Engel. Same old for your Wolverines. And the starters for Evanston, the 8 seed, Conrad, Zermeno, Smith, Robinette, and Kai Barker, because we are ready for tip-off already, Travis. That was a tight window.
Yeah, that was an extremely tight window. They had 10 minutes, and we had to put all the equipment up. That is not a fun time, but here we go.
And there's the tip. Engel comes away with it to Parker Paxton. Paxton going left to right on your radio dial to Vincent on the left wing. Swings it to Johnson. Johnson looks to rub off a screen from Lang. Drives down the middle. Stops at 15 feet. Puts a floater up. And good!
Good way to start off for the Wolverines.
Quickly, Evanston coming back the other direction. It's in the hands of Smith for three. No good. Smith for three. No good. Rebound came away by Vincent. Vincent to Paxton on the left wing. He drives baseline. Back up to Johnson up top. Johnson off a screen from Engel. Feeds Engel at the elbow. He looks to face up with his opponent. Kicks out to Paxton. Goes to set the screen. Paxton drives down the left, no good. Rebound came away by Robinette. Robinette feeds it to Conrad, and Evanston is coming down looking to score. A reminder that Evanston only managed 3 measly points against your Wolverines when they faced off in Evanston in the second half. We've got a walk immediately in the paint by Kai Barker, and with 6:59 to go, it is 2-0 Riverton. Just now catching my breath there, Travis.
I was going to say, yeah, that was a lot. And I win the bet, however. We got a good student section across the way.
That we do. I wondered about the time. Vincent bringing it up, actually going to his right. Vincent looking to drive. He goes baseline. Kicks out to Paxton. Paxton takes one dribble and up top to Johnson. Johnson for three. No good. Offensive rebound by Lang. Lang back up top to Vincent. Vincent will reset the offense for Riverton. Over to Lang. Lang feeds Engel in the post. He goes straight up with it and good.
Lang has the size in the low post, so he's definitely somebody you got to look at.
Evanston quickly coming back, going right to left. They swing it to Conrad. Conrad over to Smith. Smith has it, drives down, puts it up, no good. Shot altered by Engel, and Engel comes away with the rebound. He's streaking down the floor, but he's going to slow up, get it to Paxton in the half court. Paxton calls out the play. Over to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson looking to drive baseline. Shoots a floater up and no good, but he'll get fouled and have 2 shots. Foul is against number 2, Conrad. That'll be Evanston's first, team first, against the
Evanston Red Devils.
Against the Red Devils. Johnson with his first free throw quickly up and no good.
If you're Tanner Johnson, you've struggled offensively in the last few games. You really want to get an early bucket on the free throw line to get your confidence going.
Johnson hits the second. Quickly a 5-0 lead for Riverton. 5:58 to go in the first quarter. This is the 1 versus 8 matchups. 1 seed with the home court this time. Evanston in the half court. Smith up top to Zermeno. Zermeno will back up, set the play. Zermeno tries to drive to his right, cut off by Paxson, then goes left, kicks it out to Robinette. Robinette drives towards the baseline on Lang, has to kick it out to Zermeno. Zermeno brings it back up top, over to Smith. Smith over to Conrad, and we're going to get a foul against Jason Vincent, I do believe. No foul called yet. No, it looks like it just was slapped out of bounds. So that was the whistle. And Smith will inbound it. He gets it to Conrad up top. Conrad driving on angle, slips, loses control of the ball, and he'll go out of bounds over to Riverton. It would surely be nice for the Riverton faithful, almost called you Conrad, for Travis, for them to be able to end this game early, unlike the game down in Evanston.
Yeah, absolutely. You want them to be able to get into a good offensive rhythm. Nice look for
Johnson to Vincent, kicks out for three, no good. Engel tries to get the rebound, he cannot. Rebound goes to Robinette. He hands it to Zermeno. Zermeno's going to bring it over the timeline. Looking to drive, Parker Paxson cuts him off. Goes up top, gets it to Kai Barker. Kai Barker back up to Zermeno. He drives the lane. Blocked by Lucas Engel. He said, no way, no how, no sir.
And it was close. He got it just by the fingertips, but he was able to knock it out of bounds. Nice block.
Inbounding by Smith underneath the basket as it went off the block by Engel. Smith having a hard time, but finally throws it deep into the front court to Zermeno. Zermeno up top, guarded by Paxson. Looks to get to Robinette. Robinette looking to make a move on lane. Can't. Gets over to Smith for three. Good.
Big time shot by Evanston to get on the board, and that will cry at the crowd early.
5-3, 4:34 to play in the first quarter. Riverton with a 2-point lead. Paxson to his left, gets to Engel, feeds Vincent in the post. Vincent goes up and good.
Vincent playing a little bully ball down in the low post.
Quickly, Evanston getting it into the front court. Conrad looks to feed it, does so, misses, altered, maybe even partially blocked by Engel. Paxson looking to break. Paxson to Engel, he goes all the way up, and no good, but he's going to get the harm, just couldn't get the hoop.
Lucas Engel looked like he was about to go 360 up and around dunk, but he got fouled.
Foul goes against Kai Barker, his first, team second with 4:10. That'll send Lucas Engel to the line to shoot two. Lucas takes one dribble, puts it up, and it is nothing but nylon.
Lucas Engel usually takes about 2 or 3 dribbles before he takes a free throw, so you feel like the adrenaline's kicking in a little bit for Lucas Engel.
4:10 left in the first. Lucas Engel to have a second shot here. Takes one dribble, puts it up. It's a little bit hard, no good. And they're going to get Derek DeVries, who's just checked in with an over the back there. He tried to go up and tip it away, but he did use the other arm on the back. So that is Derek's first, team first. We also have Kate Gabrielson in as Parker and Derek Lang get a breather. Conrad quickly into the front court, gets it to Kai Barker. Kai Barker facing up with Lucas Engel at the three-point line, takes one dribble, gets rid of it, swings it all the way over to Smith. Smith back up top to Cooper Morrow. Morrow pushes off on Gabrielson, and he's going to get called. And a little smug look from Gabrielson there, and clapping the hands going, you know you did it.
Yeah, I think the crowd is playing a big factor here. The cockiness, the little swagger from the Riverton Wolverines showing a little bit.
Okay, it's 8-3 now. Riverton 3:50 to play. Kate Gabrielson on the inbound is going to bring it up and over the timeline. That was against Cooper Morrow, his first team third against the Red Devils. Gabrielson goes slightly to his left, gets it back over to the right to Vincent. Vincent to Tanner Johnson. Johnson looking to go baseline, puts it up, air ball. Rebound comes away to Conrad for the Red Devils, and they'll look to break. Conrad brings up to the right, stolen away by Vincent. Vincent's going to bring it over to timeline, pick it up, and he's going to make an error and get it to DeVries, who had not crossed over the timeline. So over and back against Riverton, their first unforced turnover of the game. And Lucas Engel will check back in. He was spelled by Hauck. He'll check back in for Tanner Johnson, and Vincent is going to come out as well as Parker Paxson returns to the court. Conrad with the ball, gets it over to Kai Barker. Barker up top to Robinette. Robinette guarded by Hauck, gets it to Conrad. Conrad for a long three, no good. Rebound by Kai Barker. He almost has it stolen by Paxson, but I think we're going to get a foul here on him or Lucas Engel. That is going against Parker. That's his first, team second against the Wolverines.
And if you're Parker Paxton and Lucas Engel, you've got to stay out of foul trouble. This is going to be a game where you need to be on the court as much as possible.
Inbound to Conrad, up top to Kai Barker. Barker to Robinette. Robinette to Smith, all around three-point line. Smith guarded by Gabrielson. He gets it to Conrad, guarded by Paxton. Over to Cooper Morrow, who's guarded by DeVries. Morrow gets it over to Kai Barker. Kai Barker faces up, then says he doesn't want any part of Engel and gets it to Robinette. Back to Kai Barker. Nothing going towards the basket. Dropped by Conrad on a pass, but he's able to hunt it down. Gotten over to Smith. Everything more than 20 feet away from the basket. They finally drive, put up a floater. No good. Unfortunately, Smith with the rebound. He loses it, but it's going to go out of bounds and off of Riverton with 2:21 to play in the first quarter.
Parker Paxton almost saved that. He just barely touched the baseline for the out of bounds.
Derek Lang checking back in for help. Inbound going to be by Smith. He's looking. He finally beats the 5-second goal by getting it to Kai Barker. Barker looks to drive, picks up his dribble to Conrad at three-point line. Engel almost tapped it away for a steal. Morrow over to Smith for three, no good. Kai Barker gets the rebound, and I think they're going to get a charge there. They are. The charge is going to go against Kai Barker, to the dismay of the Red Devil faithful to our right, but to the delight of the students over there chanting, "You can't do that."
That is, I'm just loving the student section. Right across from us, someone's got a cutout head of Tanner Johnson.
Yes, they do. That foul is against Kai Barker, his second, team fourth. Paxton gets it on the inbound, brings over the timeline, over to the left to DeVries. DeVries back up top to Gabrielson, over to Engel on the right wing. Back to the top to Paxton, to Gabrielson, going to his left. Gabrielson to DeVries. DeVries finds Lane underneath. Lane kicks it back out to Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Lang. Lang almost traveled but did not, but he gets it stolen by Cooper Morrow. Quickly, Evanston looking to break all the way up to Smith for three. No good. Rebound is going to go to Cade. Gabrielson over to Paxton. Paxton will come back the other way as we go under a minute 30 to play in the first quarter of this first round game of the region. I can't bring myself to call it a quarterfinal. Stolen away. Conrad now with it for the Red Devils. Minute 20 to go. 8-3 still Riverton. Cooper Morrow looks to drive. Tapped away by Engel, but they're going to call a foul on somebody. And I don't know what the foul is going to be for. It's against DeVries. Quickly his second, team third. So he comes out. Kate Gabrielson comes out as well. And we're back to the starting five of Lang, Vincent, Engel, Paxton, and Johnson.
I thought they were going to call that on Engel at the very beginning of that.
Well, that had been a really touchy foul. Inbound goes underneath. Air ball by the Red Devils. They get to Engel on the break. Good.
That was nice movement from the Wolverines.
10-3 right now. Engel with half those points with 5. Red Devils look to drive. They have to kick it out. Paxton guarding Zermeno. Zermeno over to Cooper Morrow. Morrow feeds the post. Wide open is Cohen Morrow for his first 2 points of the game to make it 10-5 with under 40 seconds to play in the first.
This first quarter's flying by.
Vincent with it on the left. He looks to go cross court to Tanner for three. No good. Tanner ice cold from three. Rebound by Vincent. Vincent stuck. Gets it out to Tanner. Tanner to Paxton. Paxton for three. Bam!
Tanner Johnson hesitated on that shot. Gave it to Paxton. Paxton didn't.
13-5. Under 15 to go in the first. It's all Wolverine so far. Smith gets it over to Robinette. Robinette looking to drive on Lucas. Lucas says no. Gets it to Zermeno. Under 3 seconds to play. Kicks it to Cooper Morrow. He has no idea. Robinette, no sir! Lucas Engel with the absolute rejection on the three-point attempt. So that is the end of one of the first round between the 1 and 8 seed. The one, your Wolverines up 13-5 over the Red Devils. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that I would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the 4A Region West Tournament. We start the second. Evanston going right to left. They trail your Wolverines by 8, and they immediately turn it over. So not the start to the second quarter they were looking at, wanting to have. 13-5, all Riverton. Chance to expand that lead to double digits here.
Yeah, absolutely. Riverton definitely playing a better game than we started with at Evanston.
Paxson feeds Lang in the middle, Johnson to Lang in the middle. Vincent now looking to drive, kicks it way out to Johnson. Johnson has to back up. Cross court to Vincent. Vincent thought about 3 but drives baseline. Kicks out to Paxson for 3. Bam!
Good shot by Parker Paxson, and he's starting to feel it. Last time I saw him in Natrona County, he had 11 points, but all of them from the free throw line. So that's good to see him get some shots going on the field.
16-5, Riverton looking to close this out as quickly as possible. And we're going to get a foul. It's going to go against Evanston in the paint. That foul is going to go against Zermeno, his first, team 5th. Not the start that Evanston wanted, but possibly the start that a lot of people thought it would be.
Yeah, when we played them earlier on in the season at Evanston, we struggled in the first half against them. This looks a lot better than what we started with in Evanston.
Vincent has it, looks to drive from the elbow, kicks out to Lang. Lang thought about the 3, then drives, gives it to Vincent. We're going to have a kick ball. I would say reset shot clock, but there's none of that here. So it'll just be ball out to Riverton with 6:58 to play in the half. 16-5 lead for the Wolverines. They inbound it to Paxson. Paxson looking to drive baseline. 15-foot fadeaway, no good. Rebound by Cooper Morrow of Evanston, and he'll look to start the break. Good transition defense by Riverton, cuts off any break, and Lang is going to steal it. He is all alone. He's going to look back, but Zermeno got back quickly, and they almost threw it away, but Vincent tracks it down, pulls it out wisely, resets everything. To Engel, Paxson on the right, rubs off a screen, thought about the 3, thinks otherwise, gets it to Vincent on the left. Vincent looking to drive. He does so, driving down the middle. They're going to not call an offensive foul, even though it was a bit of a flop trying to draw it. Paxson now has it up on the left top. He looks to drive, shoots from 15. Good!
Paxton's feeling his offensive rhythm. He's shooting from 3, shooting from close. This could be a big night for Paxton.
6:06 and counting in the half. 18-5 Wolverines. Smith all the way over to Zermeno. Zermeno feeds the post. Blocked by Lucas Engel. His third. It's a block party here in Riverton. Lang on the break. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent over to Paxton on the right. Paxton a long 3. No good. Cooper Morrow comes away with it. Morrow going to his right. Pushes off on Vincent. No call. Up top to Cohen Morrow. Morrow over to Zermeno on the left. Zermeno looks to rub off a screen. Gets it over to Cooper. Looking to go underneath. They're not getting anything, and he loses the ball, that being Robinette, as Lucas Engel is there daring him to go up with the shot.
Yeah, Lucas Engel is having all kinds of his way in on both ends, really, in the low post.
Inbound as it went off out of bounds off Riverton. Inbound to Conrad, and we're going to get yet another offensive foul. This one is going against 21. That's going to be against Robinette, his first, team 6. That's the 3rd offensive foul on Evanston tonight. With their margin of error, not something they could do.
Yeah, absolutely not. Paxton's having his way from 3. The block party's happening down in the low post for Engel.
Paxson feeds Vincent in the middle. He goes up. He's blocked, but they got body on that. So the foul's going to go most likely against Conrad. Foul is against Conrad. His second, team 7th. shooting foul, but that does put Riverton in the 1-and-1 bonus with 5:15 to play in the half.
And that's where they've really made their home living.
Vincent, first shot up and good.
Has been from the free throw line for sure. Against Natrona County, they did really outstanding at the free throw line, and Cody as well, as I remember.
Vincent takes one dribble with the left hand, puts it up with his right, hits about 3 pieces of iron, and falls short. 5:14 and counting in the half. 19-5, all Riverton. Conrad has it. He gets it up top to Cohen Morrow, over to Smith. Smith looking to break Tanner Johnson down. Drives, shoots a one-handed 15-foot fadeaway. No good. Rebound by Vincent. And Riverton will quickly look to extend the lead. Vincent to Lang on the left. Vincent looking for an angle underneath, but has to go to Johnson. Johnson drives and one!
And a lot of emotion coming out of Tanner Johnson. He needed that shot to go down for being really ice cold at the beginning of this game. And Cade Gabrielson and I believe Monroe is going to come in, and we got a timeout on the floor. It's going to be Evanston's timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, partner.
All right, that foul went against, I don't know who it went against. Let's see here.
I'm not 100% sure. The only person that it looks like it could have been was on 12.
Okay, if it's against 12, that's his first, team 8. So that will send, of course, Johnson to the line for the traditional three-point play. 21-5. All Riverton with 8 seconds left in this timeout. Travis, who are we looking at? Oh, most likely not to jinx it, but what are our options tomorrow? Who will we be facing, win or lose?
So you had to put me on the spot, of course. I believe it's going to be Rock Springs. I'm not 100% sure. Let me clarify.
Rock Springs is what it looks like with the victory. Johnson with the shot up and no good. That's interesting to me just simply because Rock Springs upset the 2 seed, so they shouldn't meet till the finals,
yeah,
unless they reseed.
Let me look at it at halftime, and I'll touch base with you.
Smith, Robinette has it up top, gets it to Zermino. Zermino up top to Cooper Morrow. Morrow over to Robinette. Robinette drives on angle, puts it up, no good, probably because he was anticipating a big hand swatting it away. Gets it to Paxton on the break. Paxton gets it stolen away by Conrad. Evanston looking to break. Monroe and Gabrielson now in the game. And I don't know what that was. Conrad went up with it, put it over his head backwards while he was floating out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover quickly. If Riverton wins today, they will face Jackson Hole.
And that game will be tomorrow at 7
o'clock. Paxton bringing it up. Going to Gabrielson, a little bit more of what we thought, where Riverton just seems to outmatch them. Gabrielson pulls up for 15, misses. Rebound goes to Cohen Morrow of Evanston, and they'll look to break down 22-5. Gets it over to Conrad. Conrad drives, almost blocked. He tried to pass it instead, and he'll go out of bounds yet again off the Red Devils.
Conrad frustrated with himself during on that last possession. Talked to one of his teammates as he came down the court.
Paxton brings it over the timeline. He'll go left. He's looking in the post. Engel sets the screen for Gabrielson. Paxton drives to the elbow, gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looking to drive, hands it to Engel. Engel all the way over to Tanner Johnson. Johnson looking to break down Conrad. Takes a 3. No good. Engel with the rebound. Tried to go up with it in one motion and missed. In the fight for the rebound, Monroe gets called for the foul. That'll be his first, team 4th.
And we got a lot of substitutions coming in. We've got Vincent, Lang, and DeVries coming in. Engel's going to come out, Paxton's going to come out, and Tanner Johnson's going to come out.
I know it's still the first half, but Bo Sheets working that bench as he knows he's got 3 games in 3 days, assuming a win tonight, obviously. He'd love for that last one to be Saturday at 1 o'clock here for the region tournament title. We have a breakdown in the half court by Evanston. Ball goes all around, and it's going to be a foul against number 4, Cohen Morrow, his first, team 9th. So it'll be 1-and-1 shot for Derek DeVries in the chaos for that loose ball.
This is a rare occasion for DeVries to go to the line during a varsity game.
DeVries with his first shot up and no good. Rebound by Monroe, but he can't hold on to it. Lang almost got it. He can't hold on to it. Cohen Morrow, the foul recipient, takes it away. Fed down underneath, and they throw it away again. Evanston just being very, very sloppy.
That turnover was mainly caused by Monroe. Monroe had position. It could have been a charge. He had to throw out of it and then ended up throwing it away.
3 minutes to go in the half. Gabrielson bringing it over the timeline to Lang, over to the left to DeVries. DeVries brings it up top, swings it over to Gabrielson cross court. He looks, gets it to Jason Vincent at 15. He pulls up from 10, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound. It goes all over the place, and we're going to get a foul on Monroe as Evanston had secured that loose ball, and Monroe went in there like a bull in a china shop.
And quickly, here comes Lucas Engel back in for Monroe, more than likely, and it is.
Monroe's second foul, team 5th, with 2:42 to play in the half. Again, if you are listening to this on YouTube or Facebook, because of WYSAA regulations, we cannot bring you video. So we will be doing our audio on social media, as well as, of course, on KTAK and on our WyoToday app. Go download it. Swung over to Zermeno for a long three. No good. Engel with the board. DeVries comes away from the pass, looking to break. Break is stopped. They swing it to Lang. Lang to Engel from 15 feet. No good. Hits top of the boards. Doesn't call it. Should have been called out of bounds, and the Red Devils coach wants it. Top of board is out of bounds. Looking to break. DeVries with deflection, but it ends up in the Red Devils' hands. They drive. That's going to be a charge. They can complain. They can moan. But when you duck your shoulder and lower it into the chest, it's going to get called every time, Travis.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to say this. I've been waiting all season for this. My worst call of all time in basketball, the top of the backboard. I hate that call. I don't like that call. Let them play. If it doesn't go out of bounds, let it go.
Cohen Morrow with the foul. That's his second, team 10th offensive foul, so no free throws. Gabrielson goes right to DeVries.
Nice
underneath to Vincent. Nice look. Hands it to Engel. Engel from point-blank range misses, and Hill will come away with it for Evanston. Vincent trying to make up for the lack of taking that shot, and he's going to get called for a cheap one. That's going to be his first, team 6. So that'll put Evanston in the bonus, but only a minute. Evanston on the bonus. Next foul, but only a minute 44 left in the half. 22-5, Riverton.
But the problem is we've been sitting here for a while. The offense has kind of just stalled out. Defense has really been the issue, or has been the calling card in the second quarter.
Zermeno over to Hill. Hill up top to Kai Barker. He looks to drive, gets it stolen away. No, we're going to have a jump ball, ladies and gentlemen. So, the worst thing to happen since the Civil War in the United States has been called the jump ball, so possession error, but it favors Riverton, so I'll say it's only as bad as crustless wheat bread.
You've had 2 weeks to come up with something better than that.
Over to Paxton. Paxton to Vincent. Vincent goes underneath to Engel. Engel's long arm saves it from going out of bounds. To Paxton for 3. No good, in and out. Rebound by Engel, puts it up. Hoop and harm.
That is right place, right time, Lucas Engel. And somehow we lost a point?
No, it was 22-5.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I've had 13 games in 2 weeks. I'm tired, y'all. I'm sorry.
No excuses. Kai Barker with the foul, his third. Team well over the limit. Engel puts it up and good. 25-5. I've never been able to really say this in basketball. We have 5 times, 400% more. Minute 10 to go in the half. Zermeno bringing it up with 107, 106. They try and swing it underneath. It is tipped out of bounds by Lang. You can't ask for much better of a half, 25-5. Only 16 fouls, not letting them get the free throw a lot, but a lot of unforced errors. Inbounding by Evanston. They look to get inside. They barely beat the 5-second count by getting it to Cohen Morrow, who hands it back to Hill. Hill over to Zermeno. Zermeno calling for Robinette, says screen. He does, but it avails to nothing. They get it over to Hill. Hill looking to drive, almost loses the ball. Now he has it up top, gets it to Zermeno. Zermeno feeding Robinette in the post. This should be interesting. Kicks out to Cooper Morrow for three. Almost missed everything, but credit them for getting the offensive rebound to Zermeno as we go under 35 seconds. He'll step back and reset the play. Over to Cooper Morrow. Morrow to Cohen Morrow. Cohen Morrow to Zermeno on the left, guarded by Paxton. Zermeno gets up top to Hill. Could have been a walk there as his foot slid like he was trying to surf. Gets it up to Cooper Morrow as we go under 15 seconds. Over to Hill. Hill drives, puts it up. No good. Cooper Morrow with the rebound. Hoop and harm for him.
That was a good, strong move by Cooper Morrow.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is their first points of the second quarter with 10.8 to go in the second quarter. Quickly, that's the second team foul. He had none for a while. Now he's got two. Does Mr. Jason Vincent. Team seventh, so 1-1 after this, but only one free throw after the made basket. Cooper puts it up, and he's no good. Engel rebounds it as we go under 10. Parker bringing it up over the timeline at 6. 5 seconds, gets it to Vincent. He struggles with it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, stolen away by Evanston, and that'll be the half as they don't get it off in time. So after one half of basketball here in the Regional 4A West, the nightcap of the day between the 1 seed, your Riverton Wolverines, and the Evanston Red Devils, the 8 seed, 25-7, all Wolverines. We'll be right back with the Tyler Watson State Farm halftime show after this.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. Earlier today, the Riverton Lady Wolverines, in the opening game of this tournament, faced off against Natrona. And Travis, you called that game as I was over at the Ranger and the radio station doing station manager type work and work over at the Ranger. How was that game?
I mean, really, in all honesty, it was really good for the Lady Wolverines. Started really well in the first quarter. They kept it, I believe the score after one was 11-8. And then it was really Natrona County who really took it away in the second quarter. They held the Lady Wolverines to no field goals in the entire second quarter. Just 2 free throws were made, and then they went on a scoring barrage, and that was kind of it.
Final in that game, 59-17, all Natrona. Speaking of only 2 points in a quarter, The Coach Watsabaugh and the Evanston Red Devils only had 1 field goal, 2 points in the second quarter. Didn't do much better in the first quarter with 5. Those from Smith and Cohen Morrow. To look at that from when the Riverton Wolverines went down to Evanston on the 12th of January. Evanston had 14 at the half and only trailed by 7. As such, right now they trail 25-7. Your scoring results on the good side of the ledger, so to speak. You've got Jason Vincent with 3. Tanner Johnson with 6, and Parker Paxton and Lucas Engel each with 8. On the foul side of things, Evanston has 1 guy in serious foul trouble, potentially, and that being their starter, Kai Barker, with 3. Cohen Morrow and Conrad each have 2, and a handful have 1. On the Riverton side of the ledger, you've got 3 players with 2, only 1 starter, that being Jason Vincent, but Derek DeVries and Monroe each with 2 as well. 25-7, we've got 5:20 to go in the half. We'll be right back on the Tyler Watson State Farm Halftime Show.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back to Tyler Watson State Farm Halftime Show here on KTAK. A little bit of action from around Fremont County. The girls of Wyoming Indian defeat Stone River in the 2A Girls State Championship Tournament, 59-45. They'll play again tomorrow at 4:30 here on, not here, but on KWYW. St. Stephen's girls fall to Moorcraft, 65-39. The Du Bois boys beat Hewlett 72-22. They'll be tomorrow 7:30 on KWYW. And the Wind River boys absolutely dominate Wright, 72-47 in boys action. That will conclude the Tyler Watson State Farm halftime shows. We've only got about 15 seconds left until we go into the second half. Partner, it has been all Riverton all the time.
Yeah, the Riverton Wolverines off to a much better start than the last time that they met the Red Devils in Evanston, and now the first 3 or 4 minutes, man, it gets really weird whenever the band stops playing. You don't have to scream. It's going to be very important for the Wolverines to not get off the energy and stay on it in this one.
So Cooper Morrow going to start the second half and inbounded for Evanston. Most likely, I'm guessing he's taking the place of Kai Barker. He is, who has 3 fouls. Zermeno gets it up, brings it to Conrad. Up top to Kai Barker, he is in the game. I'm trying to see Smith is not starting. They get over to Conrad for 3. Good, nice start for the visitors.
Yeah, Conrad is their best three-point shooter. He's got to get going.
25-10, 7:37 to play in the third quarter. Paxson brings it up. Riverton now going right to left on your radio dial. Over to Johnson. Lang coming to set a screen. Johnson uses it, gets it to Lang. Lang looking in the post. Engel is not open, so he kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson looking to break it down. Decides to give it to Lang instead, who hands it off of bounce pass to Paxson, who drives. Paxson turns, shoots a fadeaway, no good. Rebound falls to Robinette of Evanston.
Lucas Engel has a height advantage in the low post. I'll be interested to see if they go more.
Conrad brings up, shoots from 15, good. He has as many points as they had in the whole half in the first minute of the third, 25-12. Paxson brings it up, over to Johnson on the left. Johnson looking to use a screen for 3, no good. He has not been able to find range from his favorite three-point shot, and they're looking to break. Cooper Morrow gets it, tries to hit it off of Johnson, is unsuccessful in that. Lang tries to save it, though, as he was a little slow in trying to save it, and it goes out of bounds to Evanston. Inbound by Cooper Morrow. Conrad has it. He's looking to take over. He's stripped by Lang. It goes off of his knee and out of bounds off of Conrad's knee. So it'll go over to Riverton with 6:36 and counting to play in the third.
Yeah, and Conrad's going to be the person to take over for sure for Evanston should they climb back into this one.
Paxson to Vincent on the right. Vincent looking to break down Conrad. They get Johnson. He does drive down the middle, shoots from 10, no good. Lang tips the rebound out to Johnson. Paxson faked the 3, gets over to Vincent on the right. Vincent thought about driving, now he does. He goes baseline, puts it up and in.
Nice strong move by Vincent.
27-12, 6:04 and counting in the third. Riverton up by 15. They feed, that's a walk, and they didn't call it, but Vincent will come away with the steal. Then it's all sorts of confusion. Vincent loses it as it looked like him and Engel were going to fight over the ball. Goes out of bounds to Evanston.
Vincent just stared at the wall, and even though they had called the out of bounds, he still was just standing there looking at it.
He was probably confused as to why two of the same people, the same team, were going after the ball when he had secured it.
Yeah.
Inbound by Evanston. Inbound goes to Colomaro. He drives, kicks to Conrad. That should have been up and down, but they give him an open 3, and he hits.
Yeah, this is Conrad starting to get where we don't want him if you're Riverton. He's starting to feel it.
27-15, 12-point game. 10 points already in a short period of time. Excuse me, not 10, 8 points. And it's been all on Conrad. Johnson has it, looks to drive, gets tripped up, no call. Paxton looks to drive, gets it to Vincent for three. No good. Engel tips it to Lang. Lang looks to go up with it, shoots a fadeaway, no good. Riverton cannot get the frying pan off the basket right now. Evanson on the break, loses control of it. They're going to throw it, should be over and back. It is. Cohen Morrow did everything he could to save it, but it saved it all the way into the back court. 5:12 to go. Riverton has not scored a point. Well, they've scored 2. Unfortunately, Conrad has 8 in the half for Evanson. So now what will look like a comfortable lead of 25-7 is 27-15. Paxton to Johnson. Johnson drives in, kicks out the lane, up top to Vincent. Vincent would have had an open 3 there had he looked for it. They get to Engel, who drives in, double clutch is good.
And that's what they're going to have to go to. Lucas Engel in the low post. He's got the size advantage. They got to use it.
Conrad with it up top. Vincent's now guarding him. Wonder why. They swing it out to Kai Barker. Barker to Conrad. Conrad over to Cohen Morrow. He looks to drive. They're going to get a block on Derek Lang.
That's a close one.
That's going to be his first, team first. Gabrielson coming in. Gabrielson is going to come get Tanner Johnson with 4:40 to play in the half. 29-15 Riverton in this first round matchup. Again, due to WHSAA rules, we are unable to provide video, but we will be doing audio across all of our social media that we usually do it on. Inbound by Evanson. Gets it to Smith. Smith looks to drive. He's cut off. Ball winds up in Conrad's hands. He's looking to shake Jason Vincent. To that, I say good luck, and it's stolen away. Tap by Vincent to Paxton. Paxton with a little 4-footer. Should have kicked it out because it was definitely contested. He misses, and away comes Conrad. Vincent on him. They try and screen him free. He doesn't get free. Gets it to Robinette. Robinette looking to drive on Engel. Good luck there, too. Gets it to Morrow in the post. Shoots from 5. Good.
And timeout quickly by Evanston.
30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back on KTAK.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
And we're back here on KTAK, YouTube, Facebook, and of course the WyoToday app. You can get on the iStore or the Android store on your Google device or on your Android device. I think it's the Google store, actually. So 4:03 left in the third. Different ball game all of a sudden. Evanston has clawed back 29-17, 12-point lead, and they showed the press. Paxton to Gabrielson, Gabrielson to Vincent to break it. Now fading back into a 3-2 zone, maybe? No, still in man-to-man. Paxton with it up top. Paxton looks to go left. He looks to use a screen by going right from Engel. Paxton from 15, good.
Yeah, that was a good decision by Paxton to get down low.
Inbound, quickly, Evanston looking to break, throws a long pass, intercepted by Gabrielson. Gabrielson will bring it back the other way slowly. He looks to drive, gets it to Vincent. Vincent drives down the middle, gets cut off, gets it to Paxton. Paxton on the right wing, uses a screen from Engel, gets free from 17, rolls it off the front iron and good.
At this rate, by about the fourth quarter, he's going to shoot from half court.
Conrad with it on the right. He looks to go towards the middle. He's cut off by Engel, and then Vincent quickly catches up to him. Robinette with it up top. Engel with him stride for stride. Gets it to Morrow. Morrow looks to drive the feet. A nice breaking Robinette. He puts it up and good for his first 2 points. Not Robinette, Kai Barker for his first 2 points of the game. 33-19, 2:46, 2:45 in the third. 14-point lead for Riverton. Gabrielson with it on the right wing. Engel sets a screen, but he goes to the post to Vincent. Vincent, it's Gabrielson out to Lang. Lang thought about a 3, drives the baseline. No foul on after he knocked down player. Paxton drives, shoots. He's going to get blocked by 12, but they're going to say contact by Smith. That's his second, team first of the half.
They gave that to 33.
Oh, they gave that to 33. Wow. That cannot make him happy, as that is his fourth. 2:29 to play. Paxton going to the line, shooting 2. Paxton puts the first one up, and good.
Evanston coach having words with the official, because it didn't look like he was even in the vicinity of the play.
And they have not changed it. No, they have not. But I thought that was on Smith. He went up with Paxton, got him on the wrist. It's an obvious foul call, wrong number. Paxton puts the second one up, and good. Imagine that, Paxton hitting free throws in a big-time environment.
Yeah, and that's just kind of what he does. That's just what he does.
He immediately gets subbed out for DeVries. So now you've got DeVries, Johnson, Houck, Gabrielson, and Engel on the floor for your Wolverines as they lead by 16, 35-19, with 2:26 to play in the third quarter. Zermeno has it. He rubs off a screen, shoots a long 2, up and good.
DeVries tried to contest that, but that screen made it a little bit more difficult.
Boy, Evanston's shooting percentage is through the roof here in the second half so far. Gabrielson brings it up, picks up his dribble, goes right to DeVries. DeVries looking to bring it up top. He doesn't. Instead, he passes it to Houck. Houck on the right wing brings it up top over to DeVries on the wing where Houck was. DeVries drives into the paint. He's got to find a passing partner. He does in Gabrielson. Gabrielson drives. He's stuck, gets out to DeVries. No, it's stolen by Conrad. Conrad comes away with it, guarded by Gabrielson. Gabrielson hands off and takes Zermeno. And Johnson will go over to Conrad. Zermeno puts it back, calls for the fist play, gets it to Smith, back up top to Robinette. Robinette over to Zermeno. Zermeno into the post to Cohen Morrow. He has to kick it out to Conrad. Conrad guarded, gets it to Smith, back to Conrad. Conrad looking to drive, puts up a runner, good.
Yeah, Conrad having himself a third quarter for sure, and he split the defense and was able to get a nice floater.
Minute 11 and counting in the third. Gabrielson brings it over the timeline. Not a lot of points on the floor at certain positions. Inbound all the way into Engel in the post. Kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson looking to drive towards the center. Does so, picks up his dribble, hands it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson drives down, has to give it to DeVries from 15. No good. And the rebound is going to go off of Evanston.
I'd like to see Lucas Engel get a little bit more physical down in the low post. He had the opportunity to really back down his defender and go to the basket. He decided to pass it away.
He has gotten really quiet here in the second half, especially on the defensive end, where it was absolute block after block. But Johnson going to inbounds to Engel out at three-point line, hands it to Johnson. Johnson looking to break down the defenders, cut off on a double team, comes back out, hands it to Engel, who hands it right back to him. Johnson looks to drive, picks up a dribble, kicks out to Vincent as we go under 35 seconds play in the third. Cross-court pass to Lang. Lang has on the left, and he wants to hit Vincent, but Vincent decided to cut. A danger of a cross-court pass, and we have a turnover. 29.2 left in the third. Evanston has a chance with a 3 to get this to single digits after Riverton led 25-7 at half. Stolen by Vincent as Conrad brings it over the half court. Vincent goes all the way down. They cannot call the charge on that. They don't. They call it on Conrad. I have seen good TV. I've seen good movies. I've seen good plays. But Tony, Emmy, Oscar don't explain that flop by Conrad. That was a sheer acting job. Unfortunately, the hottest player for them now has 3 team fouls. Inbound by Riverton with 15-14 to play in the third. Paxton brings it up top. He's going to wait for the final shot. Under 10 seconds. Hands to Johnson as we go under 6 seconds. Back to Paxton. Paxton looks to drive. Pulls up from 15. Hits everything up and good as the horn expires. So Paxton with 8 in the third. At the end of 3. Your Riverton Wolverines 37, the Evanston Red Devils 23. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on KTAK.
Medical clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the region, of the 4A Region West tournament here, being hosted on the beautiful campus of Riverton High School in Riverton, Wyoming. At the end of 3, it is 37-23, Riverton with a 14-point lead. But hey, you got to tip the cap to Evanston there in the third, Travis.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, this game's not over. We know that Conrad was able to score I think it was 10 in the first few minutes of the third quarter. So this game's really not in a comfortable seat yet.
14-point lead for your Wolverines. They will start the fourth quarter with the ball going right to left on your radio dial. Swings it to Tanner Johnson on baseline. He feeds Engel. Double team immediately. Gets it back out to Johnson. Johnson drives the center. 10-foot fadeaway. In and out. No good. Rebound to Evanston. Zermino looking to bring it up. Not with a whole lot of pace, though. Zermino gets a screen. Switch on the screen over to Lang, but winds up over with Hill. Hill looking to drive. Kicks it out to Cohen Morrow. Morrow over to Zermino. Zermino to Smith. Smith goes into the pace to Robinette. Up and good.
Yeah, Lucas Engel kind of let him have that.
You do ask the question, how long can Evanston play without Conrad? He only has 3. Kai Barker, one of their other starters with 4, is not on the bench as well. Paxton drives baseline, kicks it back out to Lang. Vincent's going to get underneath in the post, shoved off to the side. Now, Vincent, if you go by size of the two players involved, Vincent could have just hit his ground. But Vincent knows how to draw the offensive and the off-the-ball fouls. That's going to go against Hill, his first, only the team third there for Evanston. Inbound, winds up in Johnson's hands, out to Engel on the right wing. Gets it back to Johnson up top. Johnson goes off Engel's screen, picks up his dribble, hands it to Paxton. Paxton now up top looking to break down his defender, kicks to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson looking in the post, tries to get to Engel, but he was well guarded by Cohen Morrow. And here comes Evanston, misses an easy finger roll, does Smith, and Engel with the rebound gets it to Paxton. Paxton over to Johnson. Johnson brings up top. Looks for Engel in the post. Engel out to Vincent. Would have liked to see him break that guy down. Gets it to Johnson back up top. Johnson looking to drive. He does so. Takes it all the way to the hoop. In and out. No good. Rebound by Robinette. Robinette to Zermino. Zermino brings under a timeline. 6:10 and counting. 37-25. And Zermino turns it over by letting it dribble out of bounds.
Yeah, he just dribbled it and it went off his foot. That's, I think, like the 6th or 7th unforced turnover.
And as if to answer the question how long they would go, 1 minute and 51 seconds into the fourth. Conrad back in, 12-point lead for Riverton. Paxton brings over the timeline, goes to his right, over to Vincent on the right wing. Vincent trying to feed the post. He feeds Engel. Engel backs his guy down, gets double-teamed, hands it to Lang. Nice give and go. Lang can't finish it. Rebound to Evanston. Conrad brings it up to Zermino. Zermino on the right wing, looking to bring it up top, possibly drive, kicks it to Conrad. Vincent closes out. Conrad with a floater altered by Engel. Winds up in a rebound by, I think, Robinette. He goes up. Engel does not deflect the shot, but alters the shot, but he's going to get called for a foul. All that activity in the post all day long, partner by Engel. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, honestly, and that's why I'm kind of surprised he's not backing down his defenders on the offensive side.
That's Riverton's second with 5:37 to go in the game. Chance to get it to 10. Robinette's first free throw up and no good, so no chance to get it down to 10. Let's see if they can get it down to 11. Lang is substituted out by Monroe. Monroe getting back into the game. We talk about a kid who has earned more and more playing time off the JV squad. We've seen it with Halkin DeVries kind of since the beginning of the season. Robinette's second one up and good. But Monroe really in the last third of the season really has earned some playing time and has put in valuable minutes. Vincent now with it on the left, gets it to Johnson up top. Johnson now hesitating to shoot the three after going 0 for this whole game. So he dribbles it over to the right baseline, and now he's going to throw a pass almost going out of bounds, but Monroe picks it up, gets it to Pax. 5:15 to go. Paxton looking to drive, breaking the opponent, pulls it in, and is going to get called for a foul, and that's, I think, going to go against Conrad. If so, that will be his fourth.
And it is.
Foul is against Conrad, his fourth, team fourth of the second half. And down by 11, you might, if you're Evanston, be able to get him out for a minute. Cooper Morrow looking to check in, but usually he's coming for one of the big guys. But Paxton puts the free throw up. Guess what? Up and good. That is the first point of the fourth quarter for your Wolverines. Morrow comes and gets Conrad. You can't imagine, Travis, that'll be for long.
Yeah, I think he'll be, like you said, maybe a minute.
Paxton's second one up and good.
Maybe less now.
5:09, 13-point game. Their leading scorer and their only hot player. That is the 18th point for Parker. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. Riverton leads 39-26 here on KTAK.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
During winter storm.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the 4A Region West Tournament. 4 teams are going to wind up in the state championship tournament next week in Casper. Riverton, the 1 seed, Evanston, the 8. 39-26, your Wolverines with 5:08 and counting in the game. Evanston with the ball, gets it over to Smith. Smith up top to Cooper Morrow. Morrow brings it up top to Robinette. Robinette looking to drive on Johnson, does so. Blocked by Engel! Johnson comes away with it. The fans over here want a goaltending, but they're not going to get it. DeVries now with it over to Paxton. Paxton gets it to Engel underneath, turnaround, airballed, and taken away by Smith.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I really am. With that block, that's fine.
Smith over to Robinette, back to Smith. Smith looking to drive, gets Cooper Morrow over to Zermeno. Zermeno looking to drive, gets a screen from Robinette, but he's cut off. Gets it to Smith. Vincent almost with the steal. Zermeno, though, comes away with it as we go under 4:20 to play in the game. Up top to Cooper Morrow. They look underneath, they get to Robinette. DeVries mugged him. DeVries better have came away with a wallet on that one.
I'm not touching that one, partner. I'm interested, though, because Conrad is still sitting. He's looking at his coach like he wants in, but he is still sitting.
DeVries' third foul, 13th foul of the half, and DeVries got his money's worth on it. Robinette puts the first free throw up and good. Well, I can almost guarantee you they're not going to sub him out right now, because they're not going to sub him out when they're about to go on defense after this free throw, most likely. No need to put him in jeopardy on that side of the ball, at least for the first few moments. Robinette, second one up and good. So Robinette has all the points of the fourth quarter. He has 5 for Evanston. Right now, still Paxton with his 2 free throws. The only shots made in the fourth quarter for Riverton. DeVries has the ball. They did bring Conrad back on the defensive side. Kind of questionable there, really, as I would think, especially because he's on Paxson. Let's see if they feed him. Vincent drives down, gets it to Engel. Engel puts it up. Hoop and harm!
That has been there all game long, and they have not taken it until they did in the first quarter, but then finally in the fourth quarter, he's been there the whole game.
5th team foul. Second foul on Cooper Morrow. Engel's free throw is up and good.
I don't understand why you don't feed him more. I really don't.
Conrad bringing it up. 14-point game as we go under 4 minutes. He brings it up top, goes left. Gets over to Cooper Morrow. Morrow off a screen from Kai Barker. Looks to drive, has to kick it back out to Conrad. Smith with it now. Smith looking to drive, does so, shoots from 17, a contested shot. Nice hit for him. And quickly a timeout. We'll take it with him here on KTAK.
To turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Here left in the end. Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton basketball. 3:34 to play. Riverton 42-30. This is after they had 25-7 at half. So the second half really hasn't been too awfully kind to them. Press, as expected, out of Evanston as they're running out of time. Vincent now within the half court, gets it underneath the Engel. Engel goes up, puts up hoop and arm. He shot faked it. Guy went over him. I do question, that's a little bit of a weird foul. It's a little bit of weak. He pump fake, guy went past him. That is the 5th foul on Kai Barker, so he is disqualified from the game.
And now, really, that's going to put Lucas Engel in a nice position because Kai Barker was the tallest and probably the strongest in the low post.
I think the strongest might fall to Cooper Morrow. He's got a little more width. But that was, for the 5th foul, I do think that was maybe a little weak.
Yeah.
He was pump fake, he was past him, but they gave it to him anyway. So we will take it. 14-point lead. And Evanston has to have everything go right for him the rest of the way here. And even then might not be enough. Referee gets it out to Engel. Going for the traditional three-point play. His first missed free throw of the night is short. Maybe it's legs, causing it to fall short as he's been playing quite a bit and been very active. Evanston with the rebound. Conrad looking to take over. And Vincent with just a silly foul hip checks him. That's going to be Vincent's 3rd, team 4th of the half. And kind of a silly foul. But they do have fouls to give here. Next foul on Evanston will put your Wolverines in the 1-and-1 bonus. Smith looking to inbound, gets it inbound into Robinette, over to Cooper Morrow up top. Morrow to Smith. Smith looks for a 3, shoots it well short, air ball, rebound by Robinette. No, sir, Lucas Engel with a block. And I think we're going to get the jump ball. I'm not even going to come up with an analogy. It's just pointless. Jump it up. Of course, we'd want that right now because it'd be Lucas Engel against Robinette. So, possession arrow, the worst thing of all time, of all things created, good and small. Inbounded to Cohen Morrow. He looks to drive, dishes it to Robinette, and oh, good Lord. Gabrielson got all sorts of tied up in there like a crab searching for dinner. So it will be against Gabrielson. That will be his first, team fifth, but it was a shooting foul. So Robinette will go to the line, and he has the lion's share of Evanson's points in the fourth. First free throw up and good.
So how long did it take you to come up with the crab analogy? I'm really curious.
No, I've had it before. I've had that analogy before. It's like he had multiple legs, multiple arms, all tied up in there. Robinette, second one, up and good. He now has 7 points in the fourth, 5 of those from the free throw line. Hey, Wolverines, stop fouling the kid. He makes them. Gabrielson with it, bringing it up to his left. You can definitely tell the free throw shooters are in, minus Tanner Johnson. Vincent to Lang. Lang from 17, and airballs it, no good. And Coach Sheets just runs his will-be-kind fingers through his hair in kind of frustration at that shot. And we're immediately going to get a foul on the fast break on the other end. This going to go against Vincent, his fourth. Team 6. So just like that, no more fouls to give. It is a on-the-floor call, so both teams' next foul, it will be 1-1 with 2:32 to play in the ball game. Inbound stolen away from Engel. Engel looking to break. The fans want it. A good job by Evanson to get in the way to disturb the dunk, but he lays it up and good.
I feel like they're going to get it, though. At some point in this tournament, it's going to happen.
Smith with it on the right wing. Kicks it back up to Conrad, who's gone eerily quiet. He's guarded by Paxson. Paxson trying to lock him down. Over to Cooper Morrow, back to Smith. Smith now guarded by Tanner Johnson, who's back in. They run a pick and roll. Engel swipes it away off of Robinette and out of bounds, so it'll go over to Riverton. 2:02 to play, 46-32, your Wolverines. Under 2 now. Paxson with it. Bringing it up into the front court. Looks to drive. He does. Picks it up from 10. Shoots a runner. No good. Follows his own rebound. Gets it. He looks to go up, and they're going to call a jump ball. The worst thing since mayonnaise was invented was just called. Yes, and I truly do hate mayonnaise. Or as we say it in the South, mayonnaise.
Again, not touching that one either.
So Lane comes out after the jump ball, possession arrow. What am I saying? There are no jump balls. Inbound to Paxson, over to Johnson. Under a minute, 40 to play. Johnson over to Paxson. They're going to be very content to let clock go down, but they do show a little bit of token pressure to get that 5-second call. At least the count started. Paxson to Vincent. Minute 30 and counting. Inside to Gabrielson. Engel back out to Vincent. Over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looks to shake Conrad. He dribbles it a couple times, gets it to Paxson. Minute 20 and counting. Paxson with it. Looks like the white flag kind of being signaled by Evanson. No desire to foul here. So we may see one of the longer possessions we've seen all season, partner.
Yeah, and I feel like I can't tell. Coach is saying foul, foul, and finally they're going to start to try.
1 minute. Gotten over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson inside to Engel. Engel out to Vincent. Vincent back out to Gabrielson. They're just eating that clock. Under 50 seconds. They get it out to Paxson. That is the white flag from Evanson. Gabrielson with it. Almost loses control of it off the pass, but gets it to Parker. Parker back to Kay Gabrielson. Gabrielson all the way over to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson brings out under 35 to play. Paxson, this is going to be a Wolverine victory. They're going to face off against Rock Springs tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We'd love to have you listen here on KTAK, but even better would be to come out here, and we've got a turnover as it goes off of Riverton. Bad pass. Coach Sheets not happy with that because Evanson wasn't doing much of anything. 20 seconds ago, 46-32. Zermina with it. He signals in the play. We go under 15 as he crosses the timeline. Over to Smith, up top to Robinette, under 10. Over to Conrad. Gets it to Zermino up top. 5 seconds ago. Feeds it to Smith. They'll just let him go. He can't. His fear of it. Engel with a block!
That's time
Cody Morrow tried to go back up with it. Engel was going to let the little drive so as not to foul, but said, nuh-uh, not on the offensive rebound. So that will end the game. And thankfully, they take the score down immediately. But I got it. Final score here in Riverton in the first round of the 4A Region West Tournament. Your Wolverines 46, Evanston 32. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton basketball here at the 4A Region West tournament on the campus of Riverton High School. We're here with one of our co-Papa Murphy's players of the game, Parker Paxton. How you feel after that game, Parker?
Feel pretty good. We got the job done. Going on to tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, got the job done going on to tomorrow and taking one step at a time, you know. Now we're focused on Jackson and step one complete.
Interesting second half as Evanston came out with Conrad on fire, but I noticed in the fourth quarter you kind of took over some defensive duties on him and were able to quiet him down. Of course, 4 fouls probably didn't hurt either, but what do you not need? What do you want to improve on going into tomorrow, considering 25-7 lead at half, and then it kind of turned a little bit?
I thought the first half we played well. We came out and we punched them in the mouth, but I thought the second half we let them go on a little run, and we can't let that happen tomorrow. I just think that keeping the intensity throughout the game, if we can do that, and I mean to hold the team to 7 points and a half, you know, if we could have done that the second half too, we all would have left here a lot more pleased. But you know, win's a win.
That it is. You put up defensively your best quarter of the game in the second quarter, only allowing 2 points. You've allowed 3 twice. What is really the drive? This team just seems to not only thrive, but to love to play defense.
You know, I don't know. We've kind of built that throughout the year. We've gotten better every game defensively, and you know, it's been building blocks, and it's been good for us.
Well, I know you need to get some food in you and get some rest tomorrow night, 7 o'clock against Jackson, and we'll be here on KTAK. So, once again, thank you, Parker Paxton, for joining us here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show.
Thank you so much.
And behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics in Arapahoe, Ethany, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton basketball. We're here with our other Papa Murphy's player of the game, Lucas Engel. 17 points for you tonight, but maybe more emphatically, 8 blocks.
8.
Didn't feel like it. You had 5 in the first half alone. So, and you could you kind of feel as you went into the second half that as guys were trying to drive, they were expecting you to be there even if you weren't necessarily in the proper position? Because there were some ugly missed layups by Evanston.
Oh, yeah, there definitely was. Well, if you can see, I'm a big presence to be felt in the paint.
Well, we're not going to give you the Humble Award tonight on that. But great game for you. You came out on fire. You kind of kept it up. Probably, as far as points and defense, probably the right time at the end of the year. Probably your most consistent outing of the whole year, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's great when you hit your stride during this time of year. I did it last year. Just finally started, hitting the boards, hitting points. But it's always great to finally get it at the end of the year.
Well, we asked the sophomore a question, and he really didn't have the greatest of answers. He really didn't know. But I'm going to ask the senior, a team leader. This team seems to not only thrive on the defensive end, but they seem to love to play it, whether it's Jason Vincent and Parker on the ball, you underneath, or Lang and Tanner out on the wings. What do you attribute that love of defense? Because at the first half of the season, you were good defensively, but now it seems to be the calling card of this team.
Just, going to practice, we have the friendly competition, if you could call it. We always want to put a smack on the other team. We always want to, show who's better for that day. And I think that translates to every game we play, because once it's not your teammate, you can go as hard as you can.
And finally, what do you have to say? Thursday, late game, everybody's got to go to school tomorrow, or maybe they have to go to school tomorrow. To have a student section like you did here, probably the first one I've seen that rivaled the traveling section up in Lander.
It was great. I love that we can finally have big student sections like this. For my first, 2-3 years, we really didn't have good turnouts. No one showed up, but it's great now that we can have students that actually like coming to the games, big support, and all the fans. We have so many fans in the crowd, too.
Well, it's got to be great. I'm anticipating a huge crowd on a Friday night.
I bet.
It's usually the best attended one. So, once again, we've been here with our co-Papa Murphy's player of the game, Lucas Engel. Congratulations to him. We'll be right back to finish up the Click It or Ticket post-game show here on KT.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Ready?
And we're back here on KTAK. I lied. We're not going to wrap it up. We got Coach Sheets still left to go. Coach Sheets, granted, a tale of two halves. But how did you feel seeing the team come out in the first half where it looked like all cylinders were firing from every single point of view?
Well, they want to win, we want to win, so sometimes you credit the other team for playing hard too. They shot a lot better in the second half. We only shot 1-3 in the second half, didn't make any, and so it's hard when you get a lead at halftime. We're up 20 right before half. The only points they scored in the second quarter were right those last 10 seconds left. So. You have a lead. You want to tell them to keep playing hard, and sometimes the other team has different things in mind. So this first round, as we've seen today, all three games on the boys' side were either upsets or the lower seed was winning until the fourth quarter. And so to sneak out of here and get a win, a double-digit win against a team that's playing pretty hard, we'll take it for sure.
And what do you say, really, for a guy like Lucas Engel to kind of hit his stride, probably the most consistent game we've seen of it as far as four quarters, both in points scored and, by our calculations, 8 blocks.
Yeah.
It was even to the point, did you notice that the Evanston players, even if he was way out of position, were scared to death to go up with the ball?
They had a couple times they went at him hard, and they had some baskets, but like the kid jumping out of bounds and just was like, uh-oh, and he just throws it up and throws it out of bounds because he knew what was coming. That probably should have been his ninth block just because of the way it looked. But, Lucas does a great job. Our whole defense, when we're connected, when we play solid, we've got a really good defense. We gave up a couple good looks that second half that we need to shore up before tomorrow. But proud of the boys. I mean, it's March Madness for a reason. Nobody likes March Madness because all the best teams win, or the top seeded teams, I should say, win. They like upsets, and coming in this time of year, you've got to play well every night.
Well, I know you're one win away from securing a spot at state, But I know that's not on this team's mind. Of course, you're going to take game by game.
Yep.
But what does it mean to be able to have a path to a 1 seed at state here in front of one of the best student sections you've had all year? So it's probably going to be even better on a Friday night.
It's just a semifinal game, so we'll take care of that first. And excited for tomorrow night's game. Jackson's obviously showed they can beat teams and play well, and so we've got to take care of Jackson, and then maybe we can talk about if we're fortunate to get enough points tomorrow night and we get a win, then we'll talk about it after the game.
Well, we know you got to get some rest, get some food in you. So we want to thank Coach Heath for joining us here, and we'll be right back to wrap it up here on KTAK.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket post-game show here on KTAK. So, Travis, what'd you think?
Man, that was an impressive outing for the number 1 seeded Wolverines. Like I said when we first started off this game, that Evanston gave us all kinds of problems in the very beginning of the game when we were on the road at Evanston. It was good to see them jump out to the lead that they did in the first half, but Parker Paxton, I think, said it really well, that you would love to have held them to 7 points in the second half as well, but a win's a win. But we both know that that's going to be, as we get later into the rounds of regional and hopefully state, the defensive side in the second half and the offensive side needs to kick it into another gear should we get into a deep run.
Well, as they say, the motto in March, survive and advance. And your Riverton Wolverines did more than that. As far as stats for the game, we did have Lucas Engel with 8 blocks, but on the other side, for Evanston, Conrad led the way with 10, had them all in the third quarter. And then Robinette with 7 on the fourth quarter. Outside of that, Zermeno, Cohen Morrow, Smith, Kai Barker, and Cooper Morrow all with 2. On the other side, you had Jason Vincent with 5, Tanner Johnson with 6, and then Lucas Engel with 17, and Parker Paxton with 18. So tomorrow is Jackson here live at Riverton High School at 7 o'clock. As much as we want you to listen, what do we want them to do, Travis?
I'd like to see a bigger student section personally.
Come on out. We want to see this thing. I'd love to see this gym because it goes high into the rafters. I'd love to see this thing packed out. 1 more win and Riverton will qualify for state. 2 more wins and they will be the Region 4A tournament. I'll say that 5 times fast.
Right.
Region 4A Region West. There we go. Tournament champions. That'll just add to the banner collection with the regular season championship being won outright. We did have an upset earlier today as Rock Springs dismissed Green River. Green River's only conference loss this year came against your Wolverines at Green River. So they're coming out of the loser bracket best they can do, and that puts their back against the wall. Must win tomorrow or they go home. So that's going to do it here for us. Oh, Travis is holding up the 1 second sign, so I guess he wants me to talk for one more. No, go ahead, Travis.
I do want to mention that tomorrow on KTAK at 8 a.m., the Lady Wolverines face the season ending as they take on trying to say, oh my goodness, I just blanked. They're going to play tomorrow.
Evanston.
They're going to play Evanston. Thank you. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I'm going to have that call, and we'll be here early in the morning, so be sure to tune in for that as well.
So, yes, we do apologize to our own Renegade. We love her, Rusty. We're going to preempt her tomorrow. Well, Travis is. I've got to do day job type fun stuff. I'd much rather be here, though. So I will be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock at night. We hope for a rocking atmosphere. As always, you can listen to us on KTAK. You can listen to us on Facebook and YouTube, but because of Athletic Association rules, we cannot video anything at all while we're here for the region or at state, so it'll just be a audio broadcast, but we look forward to bringing it there. Of course, you can now always go to iTunes or your iStore and the Google Store and get on your Android device or iPhone, whatever one you have, and download the WyoToday app, and you can listen to our radio all the time. You can follow all the games. You can watch the games, have all sorts of fun with that. So once again, Travis Gubden and I'm Kevin Shields signing off. You have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you Friday.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that I would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale, from family medicine to pediatrics.